We are here at the BMW Group stall at the Bharat Global Mobility Expo 2025, and with me is Mr. Vikram Pawah, the President and CEO of BMW Group India. We are just going to ask him about the fantastic year that BMW has had over the last calendar. What do you think about the numbers?
But Yogendra, firstly, thank you for having me on board. And really, yeah, what a great sight, and what a kind of a rush you're seeing around us. So phenomenal. So I think what I see here is what I feel about last year is excitement and really a record year. So we ended up third year in record sales. As a group, we crossed 15,700 sales. At BMW brand, we grew by 13%, which was higher than the industry and higher than the premium segment itself. So really happy that we could actually deliver. But again, thanks to all of our customers to do that. Third year in a row, we are leaders in e-mobility. Again, we are absolutely leaders in e-mobility. We crossed 3,000 EV deliveries till now in the last 3 years, so which is, again, nobody has done that before. So really proud of that. And also a lot of other milestones as well. We still have the largest portfolio of EVs in the country, including two-wheelers, which is great. But also crossing 5,000 deliveries for X7 was a great achievement for us, because that clearly shows that we are leading in that segment as well. The 7 Series continues to outperform. i7 happened to be the best-selling EV for us in the country, which is fantastic. So really, well, not a surprise. I think we always believe that the EV adoption in India is going to be high. So i7 is almost 30% of our total 7 Series sale. So really appreciate that customers are valuing what we are providing in the market based on their needs. So happy about the year. Absolutely happy.
Do you think there's now acceptance about EVs in the market generally?
I think there is. I always debated. If you remember 3 years ago, you asked me this question: are you sure EV is for India? And I always used to say, yes, it is, because we know the usage condition in India, and now with 3,000 EV deliveries, we know that people are easily charging in their home based on our home charging solution. They charge it once in a week maximum, which is great. It saves them money, 85% lower in running costs. So great value for money from that perspective. Good for the environment. So I think we've got enough testimonials to say that people think they're doing the right thing.
And here at the Auto Expo, you finally announced a Made in India EV.
First EV made in India.
And you disrupted the market with exceptional pricing, and that too with a long wheelbase model. What is the thinking behind this, and what are you expecting from this
So I think
car?
the disruption for us is not about the pricing at all. I don't think it's the pricing. You can make something cheap and sell it at a lower price, but that's not a disruption at all. The disruption is able to provide what a customer is needing, right, in their daily needs, what they really require, and then providing at the right price point, at the right value proposition. So that was the disruption we caused in the market. And of course, we kept it surprise from you. I know you guys, when I launched it yesterday, looking at me, where did this actually come from? Because you were not expecting that at all. So, and it's a lot of years of work that has gone behind this point as well. So when we started talking about, how do we grow the Indian market, one of the key things we understood that the new India, and by new India, I don't mean the younger generation in terms of age. I mean in terms of the attitudes and the mindset. There is a new India clearly, which is clearly being very confident and saying, I don't want to compromise. I know what I want it now, and I'm not shy to say about it, right? That's the clear statement that the new India said. We said, okay, let's go and ask this new India, what do they really need in their mobility need? They were very clear in their prescription. They need a car that's big, it's comfortable, spacious, as luxurious as their home. It should have performance, but should have luxury and efficiency at the same time. It should have driving dynamics and comfort at the rear. It should be digital, right? Because that's what the new India is all about, right? They're everything digital. So it should be a digital companion to themselves. It should be sustainable and environment friendly, and at a value that they appreciate. So when we looked at all these boxes, okay, that is what the new India needs. How do we solve that? We said, okay, the best thing is to give them a solution of an aspiration that they've been waiting for, right? So we know that, and I think you talk about it all the time to me, is that mostly in the other segments other than luxury, the top end sells, right? So that means that clearly shows people want to migrate upwards. And our research showed that there are enough new Bharat citizens, right? Enough new Bharat citizens in terms of numbers and population that want to have luxury, but they stop themselves for one reason or the other. It could be practicality, it could be price, it could be maintenance cost. Everybody has their own reason. So then we came up with this X1 long wheelbase in all electric form, and that's why I say it's big, it's a SUV, it's all electric, and it's still a BMW DNA and a BMW.
And made in India. I mean,
And made in India in the end, which
Yeah.
is the icing on the cake, absolutely. So absolutely no reason for people to say that what is missing now, right? And I'm already hearing after the launch in 24 hours, because I made a statement in the launch, right, that I want people to say, that's my first BMW I had to buy. And I got so many comments on my account about that comment itself, is that you're absolutely right. That's the one I want.
so Make in India gives you the flexibility of pricing it at a
Gives
very
me the flexibility to passing on all the benefits of the savings that we've done in Make in India, passing on all the GST benefit to our customers, so giving them the value that they deserve.
So will we see more EVs being made in India now, given
I always
the
tell you,
response to
Yogesh, that there's always the right time to do things. I think you've been asking me this question, when is the first EV? Well, we always were waiting for first making sure that there is a good momentum of EVs in luxury, which we have created. Now we are going to create what we call as the ecosystem for EV, and you heard what we announced yesterday, the great initiative about e-routing, so that people can choose the route that they take so that it's charger friendly. The first in industry is the charging concierge, right, where you just pick up a phone to your roadside assistant and they look after all your charging needs without any hassle of apps and bookings and things like that. And then, of course, the last thing is about educating people or engaging people with the EV knowledge through the Bevscape. So these three initiatives, I think, will take the EV journey further. I think the adoption at the entry level is very important for us to have a successful EV future. So the journey has just started and the disruptions just begin.
Well, and although the iX1 in the long wheelbase version is taking all the headlines, you have the X3.
Yes,
the new
absolutely.
X3, which is
Bigger than before.
and very digital and very futuristic on the inside. Although it is in the ICE versions only, and the pricing is slightly on the high side, would you say?
I think for the segment, it is very competitive. The segment that it belongs to, which is the mid-size SUV segment, it absolutely in the luxury space is absolutely competitive. I think if you look at the spec and the package, it's a very good value for money for that customer. Again, we are not talking about a first-time entry luxury buyer in this segment. We're talking people migrating up from either a entry-level sedan or a mid-size sedan or an entry-level SUV into the X3. So I think what's important about the model X3 that we launched is the fourth generation, absolutely new X3. It's the biggest in its class in terms of length, width, and height. It's huge. It's huge, and you're right. You picked up right. The digital features are to the next level. I don't think there's anything missing in the driver assistant and the digital features with this car. The styling also is a little bit departure from your current generation of X, as you can see. It's actually futuristic, minimalistic, but super luxurious at the same time. And the way the lighting has been used, and including the door cells, you really feel into a very luxurious environment, especially during nighttime. So
Looks like it's being transported into the space age.
into space age, it's like a nice cocoon kind of a space you've got of your own, and the rear is super luxurious as well. So again, a great package.
Quickly talking about the other launches
Yes.
that you had from the other
Mini,
brands in
let's
the
talk
group.
about the Mini.
Yeah.
So Mini, I think we launched the new generation last year, the Cooper S, and I think the first question I got was, what about the JCW, right? So because JCW is the heart of Mini, and I absolutely agree with my customers that and the Mini fans that absolutely you're right, JCW is the heart. So what we launched today is the first step towards that direction with a Mini Cooper S JCW pack, right? So it's a limited edition which we launched, which has got great looks and differentiation from a typical Mini, with special colors, of course, because Mini is all about differentiation. So again, a great car will do very well. So that's in the Mini direction, it will do well. More to come, of course, in lot more fields in Mini as well in this year. But then moving to the aggressive part of our super sports and adventure sports, right, in the two-wheeler segment, Motorrad. We launched two great bikes today, the S1000 RR, again a pinnacle in the super
Both are
sports
pinnacle,
category.
yeah.
GSS, of course, again another legend, I would say. Really, I mean, it's an icon, and then GSA has been always the jewel in the crown. But what really I'm happy about that we were able to create and advance a boxer engine to the next level. So the most powerful boxer engine now is the GSA, which is launched, the 1300 GSA, with a 145 horsepower now, which is phenomenal.
It has a fantastic following.
Almost
in the
getting to a car,
country
huh?
and,
Almost getting to a car now, right?
And the outlook on the coming year, 2025,
Positive,
we just started.
very positive. I think a good start and good reception. Thank you to all of you as well with the good reception to all these product launches. So a fast start. I am expecting another record year, absolutely. And we are confident we'll continue to actually now absolutely grow the market. For me, that has been an ambition for the last 8 years since I started. And I think we are finally getting there where we are going to grow the segment now in a fast pace.
Yeah, BMW is already leading on that, and
Absolutely leading.
hope that you will have record numbers again.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all the customers for supporting us. And one promise, we'll keep on exciting you.
All the very best.
Thank you, Yogendra.
Thank you very much.